I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one is called Now they get me in the cell. Now they get me in the cell. Yes. Yes, this is how they got me in the cell. Okay, look, it was one day. Me and my partners was out hanging out, causing trouble. Okay, causing trouble. One of my partners got into it with a person, and this person ran in the house, and he called 12. So 12 came. When they got there, they came to us. They got all of us, and they searched all of us. They searched us all, and then they ran our names in their database to find out if we had, anything on us or something like that. So they ran us, and then all of us, all five of us, had warrants. Yes, all five of us had warrants. Okay, so some of them they took to Cook County Correctional Center, and some of us went to, well, just two of us went to 11th and State. You know, 11th and State was kind of cool. It was like the benches was made out of wood, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like none of the substations, like 51st Street or 71st and stuff, just street substations like that. So it wasn't like those substations where they had steel benches. Where if you laid on those, man, you be sore and everything. Okay, so after I got to 11th Estate, like I want to say about like 8 or 9 hours later, I got to see the judge. So I was in front of the judge standing there, and the judge said he ran down, said I was everything that I done back in the past. He ran down all the bad stuff I've done in the past, and he said, then he looked at the deputies, and he told them uncuff them, and he uncuffed me. So I took my hands out of the cuffs and everything, and then he said, "Look here, if I ever see you back in my courtroom again, you you are gone. You understand me? I'm gonna throw the book at you. You understand?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he told me, he said, "All right, get out of here. Get out of here." So I started walking. He said, "Come back here, come back." And I came back to him. He said, "When I say get out of here, I mean run out of here. Run out." So I turned around. I started walking. He said, "Come back here. I'm not gonna tell you no more. Run out of here. Hightail it, hightail it." So I said, so I started walking again. I was very defiant against law enforcement back then. So I started walking, and then he called me back. He said, "Contempt of court, okay? $100. Now, run out of here." I turned around. I walked. He called me back. "Contempt of court, $200. Get out of here. Run." And I walked out of there, and he said, "Cuff him back up." And they cuffed me back up, and I was going to the county. I don't know why I did that, but I guess I was trying to make a statement or something. I don't know. So, hmm. so I was on my way to the county, and I was facing like 2 months or something like that. So when I got to the county, it took them 8 hours to process me in. 8 hours. So it was long, and they violated me too. Bend over and spread them. Bend over and spread them. Bend over and cough. And then they stuck me with a needle and wouldn't tell me what was in it, what they was sticking me with. They stuck me with a needle and said, come here. And I was struggling with them, and they cuffed my hands down there and made me stay still. And they stuck, they put something in me. I don't know what it was, you know. But even, okay, after all of that, they made me get a mattress, roll it up under my arm, and run down the hall and to a dorm, okay? So in this dorm, there was no more bunks, you know. So I had to put my mattress on the floor, you know. And it was late night then. It was real late at night. So I didn't know, but they put me in a cell with a lot of the Cobra stones, okay? Cobra stones, you know. So I got in there, and this guy said, "Hey, my name Red, you know, Red Dog, Red Dog." And I said, "So what, man?" And then he said, "Man, you can't be over here. You can't be over here, you know." Telling me I can't be where I can't be, you know. So me and him started rolling. You know, I was quick to fight back then, you know. I was really quick to fight. I would go from 0 to 100 in a minute, you know. So we fighting, and police came in there. They came in the cell and sprayed both of us down. They wet me up. Then they took me out. I couldn't see. They took me out and put me in another section, you know. So after I was fighting with that guy, that morning I got up and then I noticed back in the back was all my homies and stuff. I'm talking about all my homies from the block. People I haven't seen in years and stuff. That's where they were, in jail. So I went back there. I said, "Man, what's up? What's up? What's up, man?
What's
What's
up,
up,
man?
man?
What's up?
Jiggle,
What's up?
jiggle,
That's my boy,
jiggle,
man. How
jiggle,
you
jiggle,
living, man?
boy."
What's up,
How you living,
man?
And that was it. That was it. So after that, I started getting used to it. I started getting used to it. You know, we got a chance to watch television. You know, they had a television that they would roll in there. And if we were good, if we didn't fight in the cell, they would bring us this big television. They would bring this big television in there for us. And we got to watching it, you know. And we was watching Glow. I don't know why we was watching it, but everybody voted on it and everybody wanted to see Glow, you know. Glow was a wrestling, a woman's wrestling, you know. So all of them wanted to see Glow. So after that, I started getting used to it. I started getting used to everything, chow and everything. Wait, chow now, chow. When we went down to the cafeteria, you know, there's this guy behind me, very annoying. He kept saying, hey man, can I have your bread? Can I have your bread? I said, I don't know, man. I said, I see. But I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He said, come on, man, give me your bread. Give me your bread. He kept constantly asking me for my bread, you know. So finally, I just finally elbowed him. I elbowed him, and we fighting it and stuff like that. We got in trouble, you know. So anyway, after all of that, man, it started feeling like kind of like home to me, you know. I was only in there for like almost a month, so and I had sent word to my mother and everybody, don't try to get me out. Don't try to contact me. Don't come down here for visitation. Don't even just forget I was living, you know. So after when I was getting ready to get out, I I don't know. I guess my mother called down to find out if I was getting out. So they probably told him I was getting processed out. So after that, my uncle and my mother came to pick me up, you know, and I was so happy to see them, you know. But it took me 8 hours to get processed out too. I don't know what their problem is down in Cook County Correctional Center, but it's a problem, man. Because it takes extremely long to get checked in and to get checked out. So it took 8 hours to be processed out. But eventually, I was let out. And when we was walking out, we walking up a ramp, and I looked up in the sky and I saw the moon. And it was late at night. It was a full moon too. And I prayed that that I would be clean from all of this, be cleansed from all of this sinful stuff I've been doing. And I've been right ever since. I've been right ever since. But I could have, man, I could have been in there for a long time. And it could have impacted me now. But that little time in jail let me know how much I miss freedom, how much I miss home, how much everybody that people love me. Yes. All right now. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I dropped another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Peace. Adios. Salamat.
Salamat!